Hi, this is Caroline, Dream with Caroline, and today I'm here to do my Janet glue book. It's called Janet from Janet Nash. Janet Nash goes live on Mondays and gives us prompts. And this is my prompts for my month. The first week and first of the month was tissue, and the second is black, and it's here somewhere. I have everything all together. The black was holding the page, and there's my month, September. So there's my black paper I'll be using. And number 3 week, the third week, my third prompt is a paper doll. So I'll be cutting out the Snow White for my paper doll. My words quote is do what makes you happy, and my word is dream. And my last prompt is a tuck spot, which I'll be using the ribbon of Napkins. So here's my prompts. I'm going to put them in a small bag because I keep them all together and hook them to the page. So they go in this little bag. And here's my month, September. So I'll take that out now. Thank you. Yep. Now my page that I'll be working on is this one for September. I already fixed it. There's my Janet. She gave me a little heart and I wrote Janet on it. And she had written on take a breath. So let's have a little breathe. So and now I'm going to glue all this page and put some backing on it there for it won't get on the table. So just a glue stick. Now with my tissue, my napkins, I already have them ready because you have to take them apart from the white sheets of tissue. So I can glue the whole page and know that my napkins are ready to put on. Otherwise you have to put the glue on as you go, so it won't dry, of course. But all my napkins are ready to go, be used. As you see, they're like leftover napkins from another time. So I'm bringing in some orange for September, the little leaves. And I like the blue because the next page in my calendar book is a blue, got a blue to it. So I'm adding blue napkin to my page. I double up the napkins here because I don't really want to see the numbers underneath. And although you see the purple glue, it does dry clear. And I do have another little napkin that I want to use, and it's this one because of the orange flower and the blue flowers. So I'll put glue on top of the napkin, so this napkin can be put in place. When you're using napkins and tissue, you have to make sure you're gluing everything down. And you can put a napkin on top of napkins, that's fine. Just as long as you have just that piece that you want to work with, not the other layers, because it will separate from it. Now with another little spot that was open, I decided to put another bird, blue. I'm working on a calendar, so you see the page there is March, but it's my book is a calendar, and I keep a page from each month from the calendar to match the page that I'm working with. Now you can use a little, there's tools for this. There's a little squeezy thing, like a little brush with water in it, because if you touch water to the tissue, of course it will tear and it'll be easier to tear off. Or you could, fit it all away from the book, but I just glue it down and just tear around very carefully. Now I'm going after my paper doll, my Snow White in the big book. She's perfect for my page. It's the right size. So I cut out the page, and then I just cut her out of the page. And then once I cut her out of the page, then I work with her to fussy cut tightly around. And you remember to move the paper, not your scissors, as you cut. Try to keep your scissors straight. Now I'm going after the small part I want to cut open, to relieve it, and I'm using my small scissors. So there's the back now, and I'm going to glue it. And I'm putting glue on the back of that because I don't want to see the back of that picture. And here's where my black comes in. Again, I lay her down on the black page, cut it out of the back page, and then cut her out from what I cut from. And then cut out the little part where her arm is with the small scissors. So there she is. Now she got black. So I have my paper doll and the black. So that's 2 prompts right there. It looks totally different black, doesn't it? Looks like, I don't know. Doesn't look like she's sweeping. Okay, so here she is. This is where she'll be in the page. And I have to do the tuck spot to keep her on the page. So that will be the ribbon. Nice wide ribbon with the pumpkins. Has a little glittery to it, so that's nice. I don't need a whole lot, just a little piece in the corner. Just a little tuck so I can keep her in her spot. It's perfect to have the tuck as a prompt because I was wondering how she was going to stay in the page. Maybe I was just going to let her, stay there. But now with a tuck spot as a prompt, she has her own spot. And there she is. She'll tuck right in there. Just glue around 2 sides with that ribbon. Now I want to do a little bit more for my paper doll. And I did pull out some brown tulle that's sparkly. And I'm going to lay it across her as she's sweeping. The brown tulle can be the dust. So I put a lot of glue there because it's tulle and it's open, it needs to breathe, but yeah, a lot of glue and the clips to keep it there because it needs to stay there until it's dry. So lots of clips to keep that in place and let it dry completely. And while it's drying, I figured I'd put another little thing for her, special little red flower, a little bit of shine then on her. Little paper doll, I just cut it out, so I didn't really make the paper doll. So if I put a little bit of bling on her, then that adds to it. And there she is. Just a little bit there on her ribbon. Yep, so that's good. Put that to the side. Now, for my quote and words, I always use this brown paper, and it always goes in the same spot. So a little piece for the word and a little bit bigger piece for the quote. And as I say, I always use this paper. When I glue it to the book, you can see through it, so it doesn't take away from the picture that's behind a little bit. You still pick up the picture behind. And I have to hold on to it really tightly. Sorry you can't see, but where it's so thin and see-through that it wants to move, so I have to really hold it as I write my words. Do what makes you happy. Happy, happy. Do what makes you happy. There you go. And what makes me happy is to use this paper every time, because then it's like a consistency throughout my whole book, and it's put in the same spot, so if you just want to see the quotes through the book, you just look at that one spot and just go through the book and see all the quotes. And the same with the word of the day or the word of the month in my case. It's it's in the same spot and the same paper is see-through. I use the Elmer's glue for this. I like the shine that it gives, because I put the glue on the top too when I lay it on the page, and it catches your eye when you're going through the book that it's something shiny, and it's like, what is that? And it's your quote. These quotes are given to us by people from the live stream. They give them to Janet, and Janet writes down the quotes that people say, and I just pick one from my prompt page. Now, Janet is live every Monday, and she gives you probably like 6 prompts, and so weekly people are doing that one usually all on one page, but I just picking out the one thing from those 6 prompts, and I'm doing it monthly. So that's a little bit of a difference going on there. And there's my dream. Good word for me. Now, I didn't realize when I was doing this that I put my September up on my month, up on the top. And it's always in the same spot, and so I didn't really want to cover up the birds, and I definitely didn't want to cover up my words. But it makes me more happy to have it where it's supposed to be. I guess I always picked a smaller piece of paper and wrote smaller, because the words always went in that corner and the month always went right there. Always goes there, I should say. And there's the page. Back in the book. And see the nice blue door? It picks up the nice blue there now. And out she comes. There's my tissue. There's my black. And the doll, the paper doll. And the tuck spot. So that's my 4 prompts. And of course with a paper doll with all that dust, she has to be out and sweeping up. It's a perfect little page for her. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Out. She goes in the shadows. She's working away. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Sweeping up the doorstep and all the falling leaves. Cute, eh? What fun to play with the paper doll. And she has her spot. Yay for September. Goodbye, September. Thank you, Janet, for all the prompts. Have a great day, everyone.